فدعيني أماه دعيني لتبكي دموعك يا أمي عن دربي لا لن تثنيني أماه طريق.
إنه لكم عدو مبين.
قال أنا خير منه خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين قال فاخرج منها فإنك رجيم وإن عليك لعنتي إلى يوم الدين قال رب فأنظرني إلى يوم يبعثون قال فإنك من المنظرين إلى يوم الوقت المعلوم قال فبعزتك لأغوينهم أجمعين إلا عبادك منهم المخلصين قال فالحق والحق أقول لأملأن جهنم منك وممن تبعك منهم أجمعين.
So people have been talking about Iblis. Where is he? His throne. The Prophet ﷺ has reported, in a very sound hadith, which is in Muslim, reported by Jabir, that عرش الشيطان عرش إبليس على الماء. عرش إبليس على الماء. The throne of Iblis, the throne of Shaitan, this is the master Shaitan. The master Shaitan, his throne is on water. Where? What water? What ocean? Allahu Ta'ala A'lam. But there are certain indications that could maybe tell us where his throne could be. There's another hadith where it says, إنه, this is also in Muslim, إنه عند برزخ الماء. عند برزخ الماء. What's a barzakh? A barzakh, it's like a partition. When you have the sweet water and the salty water, بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان, whereby the sweet water does not merge with the salty water. That's a barzakh. That's a partition. In this hadith, he says he is on this barzakh. His throne is on this barzakh. His throne is on this barzakh, which is again somewhere in an ocean. But now, I want to bring something up here. Have you heard of Triangle of Bermuda? What happens there? Something that nobody could still explain after today. Flight 19. Have you heard of Flight 19? That disappeared. All these flights and ships that disappeared. The Tiger 1948. They got the black box. They hear the guy saying, I see something, I don't know what it is. And nobody could explain. I see something, I don't know what it is. And then they said, okay, we're sending help. It's been recorded. You can play it. You can find it on the internet. We're sending help. He said, okay. And then the guy comes back and he says, no, I cannot control the plane. I cannot control the plane. I don't know what's this. I don't know what it is. And then he goes back again and he says, don't send nobody. Don't send no one. Nobody can help. Don't send no one. And then he just, after some time, disappeared. It's not only one flight, but there's so many flights that disappeared and ships that disappeared off of this Bermuda. So some said, does that mean that maybe the throne of Shaitan is there? Allahu Ta'ala A'lam, but it could be.
I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole?
You could say that.
I can see it in your eyes. You have the look of a man who accepts what he sees because he is expecting to wake up. Ironically, this is not far from the truth.
Who or what is ultimately behind this? Or at least the depth of the rabbit hole got so far? Well, they ain't for a start. Because they're just here today, gone tomorrow, people who are just puppets of a system that's here yesterday, today, tomorrow, and the next day. It's not him. I don't care if he's supposed to be the most powerful man in the world. He ain't. He's another bloody glove puppet. And anyone in that job, the same applies to. It's not him either. Here today, gone tomorrow, presidents and leaders who are replaced by other leaders. But the thing, the system, the direction goes on because there's something behind that that's pushing that direction on. And nor even is it the corporations. They're still at the level of playing out the control. It's not actually at the point of creating it. It's not the origin. It's not people sitting around tables. They're still at the point of playing it out. You can go into the shadows and you can get closer to where it's coming from, but you're still at the play out level. You go even deeper into the rabbit hole, really deep into the web. And that's where you find people like the Rothschilds and such like. You don't see us, but we control your life. But there's levels beyond that, where it's coming from. But where is it? This reality that we're experiencing has been hijacked by a force that some ancient people call archons, but there's different names right across the ancient world for the same force, the same entities. And all over the world you see this. In the Far East, Central America and other places, they're known as the serpent gods. The Zulus call them the Chitahuri, the children of the serpent. They're the Anunnaki in Sumer, Babylon, now Iraq. They're our snake brothers to the Hopi people of North America. They're the star people, many examples of that. They are the demons of Christianity. To the Gnostics, they are archons. And to the Islamic and pre-Islamic world, they're called the jinn. And in their prime form, they are energetic in nature. The classic Satan is called the deceiver and the demon of demons, as this demiurge is called the archon of archons.
Shaitan, he sits with his shayateen, they're giving him reports. So one shaitan says, I made this man commit zina. And shaitan, he just hears him. This is in Bukhari and Muslim, so it's a sound hadith. And another shaitan comes and says, I made this man steal. I made this guy do this. I made this guy do that. I made this woman do this. I made this woman make, remove her hijab. So they keep on, submitting their reports to him. And then one guy comes and say,
this jinni will stand up and say, today I was able to separate a husband and a wife. You know what Shaitan will say? نعم أنت you are my man. Come out. And crowns him. Hadith Sahih Muslim, Hadith Jabir. Reflect upon this. Smoking weed is haram. Killing is haram. Adultery is haram. Name any sin you want. Divorce is not haram. Divorce is not haram. Why is he so excited? He's so happy about divorce. Why? Your enemy always likes to do what? Divide and conquer. Now he is able to divide the first unit in the community. Because look at your community. The community is made of what? Units. Imagine a wall, bricks. The family is the first brick in the community. The first unit. Becomes then easy to divide the community, divide a congregation. He has long-term plans.